Is how to market your business as an owner and entrepreneur unclear and difficult to understand? Welcome to the Alias Marketing and Design Podcast. The podcast created to help you as a business owner and entrepreneur market and grow your business online. Here's your host, me, Ian Connery, owner and founder of Alias Marketing and Design. Yes, indeed. Welcome to a brand new episode of the Alias Marketing and Design Podcast. Still loving our brand new intro. Today's episode is all about CPAs, LTVs, and loads of real boring stuff that you find online. Yeah. But why are we going to talk about boring stuff that you find online? Well, ultimately, the concept that we're going to discuss today is kind of going to be flipped on its head, and we're going to discuss it. We're going to talk about it and tell you why it's so important to essentially disregard everything that you learn online in forums and videos, guru videos. So what the hell am I talking about? What am I on about? And I suppose it's something that we would come across a lot in everything that I specifically do and how we operate the business. And as anybody who has listened from the start of how our podcasting journey came about, how we documented our journey and the growth and the birth of Alias Marketing and Design, as you can kind of know, we came from a more of a, although I myself started out back in the day getting a marketing degree here in Dublin from Dublin City University, I quickly transitioned into the entertainment and events market and industry, where kind of came full circle, went back into consultancy, and Alias grew kind of non-conventionally because it grew out of an industry, out of the event industry, and where like things are done a lot differently. It's a bit of a crazy industry with some crazy people. And I suppose what that does is it teaches you not to think in a kind of conformist sort of way. So flash forward 8, 9, 10 years into the future, and where we're dealing with people. And I know I mentioned this before, where I suppose it was difficult to transition from that industry into the real world, in essence. So, as I said, flash forward to now where we're fully out of that industry and we're still dealing with clients in it, but we're obviously, I suppose, conducting ourselves and conducting operations in a 100% business type fashion. So, but what I've noticed from dealing with other agencies, dealing with other, I suppose, handovers from other web designers or designers, that many different people stick to conventional ways of doing things, stick to the rules, and, you know, don't look at projects in a bird's eye view. Look at what needs to be done, what needs to get done, and just bloody do them. Do the tasks, get them done in an efficient manner. And as I said, we would deal with and have dealt with other agencies, other designers, do things in a different way than we do. In a conventional way, we do a lot of stuff in a non-conventional way. When it comes to many areas of our business, we get super results for all our clients, but we just do things on many occasions differently to other people and look at problems and solve problems in a different way, which in my opinion works better. And just to clarify, I'm not bashing how people do it. Everybody has their own way of doing things. Obviously there's rules that organizations have in place, and many people have to stick to those rules. And you know, that's a good thing. We do things differently. So in this episode, I'm, I suppose, taking another topic and kind of turning it on its head and adding a twist from another aspect and another man on or influencer on the internet, marrying the two pieces together and basically shown you why something that you've learned about all the time, you've read about possibly in many different marketing blogs, internet forums, business advice, heard from other business consultants and marketing consultants. And what we're going to do is flip it all on its head and come out the other side, hopefully. So if you're still here, congratulations. Let's get down to the golden nuggets. So I spoke about CPAs, LTVs, and little acronyms that many people come across on the internet when you're teaching yourself stuff and you're doing research for your business or for yourself online. And CPA is cost per acquisition. LTV is lifetime value. Cost per acquisition and LTV are generally used in relation to a customer. So it's the cost per acquisition of a customer. So what does it cost you to acquire a customer? Your LTV of a customer is your lifetime value. So over the lifetime of a customer, from when it enters your business, he or she enters your business, to when they depart and move on to another supplier, generally how much of these are on average, what do customers spend with you? So these two figures are crucial, and it's something that we always advise our clients, all our customers need to know the lifetime value of their customers, simply because if your customer is worth €1,000 to you over the lifetime of your business and you're spending €2,000 to acquire that customer in Google ads or Facebook ads, whatever it is, inflated figures, I know, but just keeping it simple, that obviously if you're spending €2,000 to acquire a customer, which is going to be worth €1,000 to you, there's no point in doing it. Now, that all said, there is a scenario which cropped up yesterday when I was discussing with a client, and I suppose trying to work out his preferred investment into a Google Ads campaign. So we get so many people saying, oh, listen, I don't want to spend any money on Google Ads, and Google takes all my money and it costs a fortune to advertise on Google every month. So two really important things. Advertising on Google Ads is not cheap. Straight up, it's not cheap. You need to invest a minimum of it, obviously subject to your industry, but a minimum, the advised minimum we say to customers is you got to spend at least €10 plus VAT per day on your campaigns. Now, we have clients who spend €200, €300, €400 per day, but those guys, each of their sales can be worth 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 euro in certain cases. So Google Ads and advertising on Google Ads is for you if you spend less money than you make off your customer. That makes sense. Yes, it does. However, think about it this way. Here's a scenario. I spend €100 this month on Google Ads. My cost per acquisition of each customer is €10. Okay, so cost me €10 to get 10 customers. So the general advice about advertising online, Facebook ads, Google ads, whatever sort of ads you're running, digital ads online, is your return on ad spend, your return on investment must exceed what you've put in. So essentially, you put in €1, you get €2 back, everybody's happy. But how about we look at this in a different way? How about if we spent €100 on ads and we got 10 customers? Our CPA, or our cost per acquisition, is €10. And if each one of those customers make us €10 profit, 10 by 10 is €100 in profit. So the traditional way of thinking here is that we spent €100 on ads, Our profit from 10 customers at €10 each is €100 profit. So we've broken even, which, happy days. We haven't lost any money, but we haven't made any money. Is it worthwhile investing in month 2 in ads? And the answer is most definitely. If your industry, if your customers have a high frequency of return. So if, for instance, teeth whitening, okay? So if I get my teeth whitened this month, I need to go back and get them re-whitened again next month or shortly after, okay? So again, we're using all these as basic examples, but we'll take it that we need to get our teeth whitened every month. So we spend €100 on ads, we acquire 10 customers at €10 profit in month 1. So we've broken even. Now, in month 2, we spend another €100 on ads. We acquire another 10 customers and make another €10 profit off each one of these customers. However, in month 2, our 10 customers from month 1 return. So now we have 20 customers. Our first 10 customers from month 1, now in month 2, the profit that we're making off them is clear profit. We don't have to pay any more money to acquire those 10 customers. In month 3, we spend another €100 on ads. We acquire another 10 customers who make us €10 profit. So on this month, yet again, we're breaking even. However, we have our 10 customers from month 1. We have our 10 customers from month 2, now generating €200 profit in month 3. So in essence, it has not cost us any additional money, any additional, I suppose, cost in the sense that we're investing in the ads, we're breaking even. However, we now are acquiring customers, we're building up our customer base, our customers are returning on a monthly basis, our business is growing, is scaling up, and in essence, we're getting free customers. So, as I said at the start of the show, this episode is all about flipping things on its head, looking at things the non-conventional way. What we've done here is we've taken the traditional concept of return on investment, where investments need to give you a return, and investments that don't give you a return, i.e. you put €1 in, you get €2 back, etc., that they're not worthwhile investments. However, if we flip the traditional concept on its head about needing a return on ad spend, if we're happy to break even on ads and consider the fact that our customers that we're acquiring will return, will spend more money, we should be happy that if we spend €100 on ads, if our profit is only €100 from those customers in that month, but the customers are returning on a monthly or a bi-monthly or quarterly basis, or even a yearly basis, if the lifetime value of the customer is quite high and quite significant, we should be happy with this. This is a concept that Russell Brunson has employed with his multi-million-dollar business, which is, by all accounts, soon to be potentially a multi-billion-dollar business that he's created over the last 5 years without any sort of venture capital investment. And, they own it 100%, and it's all done based on this concept where he puts out free books, customer pays shipping only, free plus shipping offer, and the shipping of the books cover the ad costs. And now he has acquired that customer for free, where it goes into his funnel. They subscribe to his ClickFunnels program for $97 per month or $297. Buy his courses, attend his seminars, etc., etc., etc. So this is the concept that he uses. It's a concept that we have discussed yesterday with our customer, And it's something that definitely you should consider. It's not imperative that you make money on your ads. But remember, once you're acquiring those customers, once you're acquiring those returning customers, which is very important in this case, if a customer's only going to buy once off you, forget about this concept. Pretend you've never listened to this episode. But if you do have returning customers, definitely consider this and look at your ads campaigns from another perspective. So one important disclaimer before we wrap up this episode today of the Alias Marketing and Design podcast is I'm not saying go out and deliberately lose money on ad campaigns or deliberately go out and try and break even on ad campaigns. Obviously, optimize, maximize your returns on your campaigns. But what I am saying is try and flip the traditional view of return on investment, of return on ad spend. Focus more on your cost per acquisition of your customer and the lifetime value of that customer, and then view what you're spending and what you're making on that actual ad campaign with a view to how much that customer will be worth to you in the long term, in the big picture. So basically look at this in big picture terms and in terms of acquiring customers and not making money off customers in the short term. So there you go. The world's gone mad. Flip concepts on their head. Look at things differently. Look at things from a bird's eye view. And tell us how changing your perception, how changing your view of operations inside your business, your ad campaigns, whatever it is, if you have flipped traditional concepts on your head, on their head even, tell us about it. Tell us how it works for you and your business. So that's been another episode of the Alias Marketing and Design podcast. Hope it's kind of opened your eyes a bit. Hope it'll help you, as always, grow your business, grow yourself. I've been Ian Connery. This has been the Alias Marketing and Design podcast. We'll talk to you real soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.